Hi class, today we're going to be reading a book called The Copy Crocs. So before we start reading, I have a few questions. The first one is, what do we think this book is going to be about?
I think this book will involve crocodiles and being friends.
I think so too. And we could tell that because of the crocodiles on the cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about, there's a word here I feel. The Copy Crocs. What do we think the crocodiles are going to be doing?
Copying each other?
Maybe. We'll find out. Have you ever been copied?
Yeah.
In what way?
In school or with my friends.
Did it bother you or were you okay with it?
Both.
Oh, well, I wonder what the crocodiles think, so we're going to find out. I see a crocodile in the water. Crocodile had always lived in the same pool and he liked it, but he did not like sharing it with all the other crocs. Every time Crocodile moved, he bashed into someone, and when the other crocs moved, they bashed him right back. "Stop pushing," Crocodile shouted. "You stop pushing," said the other crocs. It was too crowded, so Crocodile crawled out of his pool and went to find somewhere else to live. Crocodile found a new pool that was filled with slippery mud. He liked it. He really enjoyed sliding and rolling about. But when the other crocs saw what Crocodile was doing, what do we think's gonna happen?
They're gonna copy him.
They started sliding and rolling about too. "Stop copying me," shouted Crocodile. But the croc said, "We can slide and roll if we want to. It's not your pool." Crocodile was so angry that he jumped out of his muddy pool and ran away. Crocodile found a place by the river and stretched out in the sunshine. He liked sunbathing, but when he fell asleep,
What happens?
the other crocs came and sunbathed too. It was so crowded that Crocodile could hardly move. He was furious. "Leave me alone," he shouted. Then he slipped into the cold river and swam away. Do we think crocodiles being nice?
No.
Do you think you would act the same way if your friends were doing this?
I personally don't think I would act the same way.
Okay. Interesting. Crocodile found a floating log. He climbed on top of it, kicked his feet, and glided down the river. He liked watching the frogs and birds, and he liked being on his own. But then he heard a splashing sound. And all the other crocs were floating on logs too. Crocodile paddled faster. When he passed the bend in the river, he hid behind some bushes. The copy crocs were having such a good time that they didn't even see him. Crocodile crept through the jungle until he saw a mountain sitting all on its own. "That's my kind of mountain," said Crocodile. He started to climb.
What happens?
At the top of the mountain, there was only room for one crocodile. Crocodile was happy, but when the sun went down and it was getting dark, all the other crocs squeezed together on Crocodile's mountain too. "Why do you keep copying me?" Crocodile shouted. "Because you're always doing new fun things," said the other crocs. "Anyway, we can sit here if we want. It's not your mountain." Crocodile waited until the other crocs were sleeping. Then he crept silently away. Back to his pool, Crocodile swam about and didn't bash into anyone. He never knew his pool was so big. But Crocodile felt cold and lonely in the empty pool. He remembered how it used to be, packed with a snug pile of snoring crocs. "I wish my friends were here," said Crocodile sadly. "Surprise!" all the crocs shouted. "Here we are!" They were laughing and bashing and rolling about. Crocodile felt wonderful. He decided he did like sharing his pool with the other crocs, even if it was a bit of a squeeze. But sometimes he liked to slip away and do something on his own before his friends found out. And joined in too.
Oh.
The end.
Wow.
So what do we think? Have we ever felt like Crocodile where sometimes we just want to be alone and we need a break?
I definitely think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel like I want to be alone and have that time for myself, but other times I also miss my friends as well.
Yeah, right? Sometimes it's nice to have company, but sometimes we need to just take some moments for ourselves,
I agree.
right? The end.